Hey everyone, my name is Eileen Kwan and I am here with IdeateTV covering the CDF Gluten Free Expo. We're here to find out what people are really excited about for gluten-free diets and find out how it's impacted their lives.
Well, I think that when you are diagnosed with celiac disease and you learn that you have to be gluten-free, you really have to think in advance, because most of us go and grab food and we don't really think twice about it. We just eat it and go on our way. It's a convenience factor. For individuals with celiac disease, we have to think ahead of schedule, make sure we have access to food, make sure that we have found a place that actually will offer a gluten-free item, and do a little research. And most people take that for granted. So that's probably the biggest lifestyle adjustment for us.
What would be your all-time favorite gluten-free meal you've had in your life?
Probably a New York pizza that I had in New York. It was probably the closest to real New York pizza that I've ever had.
It would be buckwheat pancakes that my son Mason has every morning.
Yes, and I also like these.
Food Expo in San Francisco, and we found a place that had gluten-free fried chicken.
I think more times than not, the restaurants are more in tune now with our gluten-free diet. There are always salads, but I love In-N-Out for a lettuce wrap, protein-style burger.
Me too.
Okay, and you can eat at Denny's. They have salads that they guarantee are gluten-free. You can have breakfast, and they serve a gluten-free English muffin. So you can go almost any place now and get a gluten-free meal.
The number one question that folks ask when they're thinking about transitioning to a gluten-free diet?
I think that one of the biggest concerns is that they want to travel, and they're concerned with how they can travel on a gluten-free diet and going to foreign places that aren't just in their backyard. Also, maintaining a family lifestyle where they're gluten-free and maybe their other family members are not gluten-free. There's a lot of problems with cross-contamination, and so you have to consider those things when you're living gluten-free that most people don't have to.
So Laura, what's your favorite meal at your favorite gluten-free restaurant?
My favorite gluten-free restaurant is called Pisana. It's in Asheville, North Carolina. Everything's gluten-free. I love their pasta.
Gluten-free falafels and a gluten-free tortilla with hummus.
My favorite is pepperoni pizza. It's the best out of all the other ones I've had.
And we have discovered how to make gluten-free tempura, and it tastes fabulous. If you get the right flour and the right sauce, it's great. So you can have a gluten-free meal without worrying about,
So I'm Bridget, and my favorite gluten-free meal is probably my mom's fettuccine sauce on top of noodles.
I'd have to go with the Parmesan chicken. Okay, it's a family favorite, but we all like dessert in our family, so it's always a top, some apple pie, some gluten-free chocolate chip cookies, stuff like that.
I am going to not even go with meal, because besides the pastas and the pizzas and even the beer, I'm going to go with any dessert. If you can get a true dessert like a cookie or a pie crust, you are on top of the world, because before gluten became something that people even knew about, you could not find anything that was gluten-free.